Tell me first a little bit about HeadCount.
HeadCount is a nonprofit organization that works with musicians to encourage voter registration and just social consciousness in general. So what we're best known for is setting up tables and booths at concerts where we'll register voters. We've registered about 175,000 people.
And we're doing that right now.
We're doing that right now.
At Gathering of the Vibes.
At Gathering of the Vibes. And you know, we don't stop there. We have a lot of like fun activities where we try to make democratic participation something that's actually enjoyable, something that can be part of a fun experience, like going to a concert. So we'll do things like here we're doing a photo contest where people write out little signs saying something they believe in, and then we put all the photos up on Facebook, and whoever photo gets the most likes wins a prize, usually tickets to the next year's festival.
Oh, cool.
And we're getting thousands and thousands of people doing this on the festival circuit throughout the summer. And you know, especially a year before a presidential election, we want to have fun with people. We want to make it a community, make it something that people really identify with, as opposed to just pushing a piece of paper in front of something.
And clearly when you're trying to reach young people, you know, 18, 19, as they're registering to vote the first time, you have to use the tools of the internet.
Absolutely, and there's just so many ways to do it too. Whether it's actually people filling out a form online, which we've done. I think we're up to about 45,000 people have visited our website, filled out a voter registration form, and mailed it in. Or just kind of learning about what we do. I mean, we update our blog almost every day. We update Facebook several times a day. We tweet 5 or 6 times a day. And everything we do is about talking to people on their own terms. You're never going to hear from HeadCount, go do this, go do that.
Right.
You're going to hear, hey, we think this is cool, what do you think? Yeah. And that's really our approach to organizing. Anybody in the political world who doesn't take Facebook likes seriously is just behind the times. Like, if you're not paying attention to how people are responding to what you're putting out there, and you don't care about that as much as you care about money, as much as you care about any other metric, then you just go to 1985.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd love to have you.
Well,
the hidden secret sauce is the artists. So when Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead is talking about us from stage, when artists like Dave Matthews Band are supporting us, the guys in Phish or Wilco or Death Cab or My Morning Jacket or any of these, there's already a conversation that's happening between them and their fans, and if we can just be a little part of that, we're way ahead of the game. And we're doing also surveys this year, something called the Fan DNA Project, where we're asking fans what they think, and we're creating a whole profile of the music community. And one of the questions is, how often do you like or retweet something political? And more than half of people have done it in the last year.
Okay.
So we're finding out that at least half of our audience cares on some level. It's part of who they are, and a decent percentage said they do it every day. And we want to see those numbers move up, because when culture is being shifted, when social norms are being redefined, that's when real change starts to happen. And we're doing this for a reason. We want to see the values of the music community reflected in policy and culture in the U.S. We think that the music community comes from a place of really solid, love thy neighbor, golden rule values that are unquestionably positive for society. Regardless of whether you're a Democrat or Republican, there are certain things that bring people together here that are beyond politics.
Yeah.
And when we can take those values and then bring them into the political arena, that's when real change happens. So working with the artists, working with fans, working with our volunteers, all of these elements, and then all of the digital media, we hope to combine into something that looks a little like a movement.
Yeah.
And
it is.
really
It
changes
is.
people.
It is. All good. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time.
My pleasure. All right, now I got to do this with our